All right, guys, it's about to turn to the time. It's happening. I don't know what this is going to be, but I'm not saying it's going to be Pokemon Stars Switch coming this year or next year. I'm not saying that.
Hello, everyone.
Oh, it's playing on my
I'm
phone,
Ishihara
too.
From the Pokemon Company. Today, I'll be delivering the latest news about Pokemon from our offices. As many of you know, Nintendo launched its new system, Nintendo Switch, on March 3rd.
No.
You may even be playing some games on your own Nintendo Switch.
No.
We are excited to announce a Pokemon game for the system.
No.
First title on Nintendo Switch.
No.
The Pokemon fighting game.
Okay.
Tournament.
Okay. It was not Stars. All the rumors
Showcase the game.
didn't. Okay. I mean, this is the start, though. This is what I actually thought it was probably gonna be. This or them just being like, hey, you know what? Gen 3 Pokemon Go. That's what I really thought this was gonna be. I'm not even joking. Oh no, don't you start buffering. Why are you running through the highway, though? Alright. So, I just need to see what else they added from the first one. And unfortunately, by the time I got the game, most people stopped playing the game. I have like 2 or 3 friends that even played it anymore, so I don't know. I'm not big on Pokken because everyone quit playing when I got them. Like, if there's no one to play with, then what's the point of playing? You better stop buffering, stream. Yeah. The big announcement is Pokken. Nintendo's under attack. Servers are shutting down. Meanwhile, half the chat is like, I want my Diamond and Pearl remakes. The first thing I was saying when this stream started is that it's not going to be Pokemon Stars, it's not going to be a sequel to Sun and Moon, it's not going to be on the Switch, it's not coming out this year or next year. Because if that rumor turns out to be true, I'm going to be back on the fence of believing rumors and leaks again. Now, I'm looking at the Nintendo chat, too, and so many guys are disappointed. They're all just trolling at this point. Why do they have 3DSs? Okay. I was wondering what the whole point of that was. So, I see a bunch of people hyped about Decidueye. This better not be Sun and Moon 2. Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon? What the?
I hope you enjoyed that. Pokken Tournament Deluxe.
What even?
Advantage of the variety of gameplay modes made possible by Nintendo Switch.
What even?
Of course, connect your console to a TV.
What even?
Enjoy dynamic Pokemon.
Get off of this. Go back to Sun and Moon. We get it, okay? It's Pokemon on Switch. We get that. There's no more needs to be said. Go back to the Ultra. What is that?
In the Wii U version of Pokken Tournament.
We don't care. What is the Ultra? Is this a
addition to
sequel?
those,
Is this
the
a
Nintendo
deluxe?
Switch
What
version
is
will
this?
Darkrai, Scizor, Empoleon,
What is the Ultra?
and Krogunk, as well as Decidueye from Pokemon Sun and
What?
Pokemon Moon.
The sad
for a
thing is
total
the
of
only
5
thing that
new
makes me
friendly
hyped about
Pokemon.
this is seeing Krogunk in there because that's hilarious.
On top of
But
that, you can enjoy
wait
3
a minute.
versus 3 team battles, as well
Wait.
as online ranked matches and friend-only
stop.
group matches.
Fast forward.
We're really
We've
giving
only got
it
3
the
minutes left. You
deluxe
better
treatment.
talk about what Ultra is.
Pokken Tournament Deluxe will launch on September 22nd.
Is everything going to be deluxe? Is it actually going to be Super Smash Bros. Deluxe in the future as well?
Starting on June 13th in LA at this year's E3, one of the world's largest gaming conventions, we will have a playable demo for you to enjoy at the show.
Go
We're also
to
planning on
Ultra.
including this title on Nintendo
Go
Treehouse
to
Plus.
Ultra.
In addition,
Please.
the game will be featured in its own full-on
What
invitational
the heck
tournament at
is
E3
Ultra?
as an on-stage event, which we're live streaming right from the show floor. So please look forward to it.
I mean, obviously, I'm going to watch that.
As for Pokemon
You have to watch
Ultra Sun
that.
and Pokemon Ultra Moon, which we announced in that new trailer just a few moments ago,
I know.
I would like to pass it on to someone who can tell you more about it.
You better. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it.
Hello
Sup?
everyone, I'm Masuda from Game Freak.
Oh, I know who you
I'd
are.
like to introduce you to the latest installments of the Pokemon series for the Nintendo 3DS family of systems, Pokemon Ultra Sun and Pokemon Ultra Moon.
What is it?
These games offer an alternate story taking place in the world of
Alternate
Pokemon Sun
story?
and Pokemon Moon, featuring Pokemon that didn't appear in the original versions. New features will allow you to enjoy your adventure even more, making this truly an Ultra title. Pokemon Ultra Sun and Pokemon Ultra Moon will see a simultaneous global release on the Nintendo 3DS family of systems November
What is-
17th. Please
Define
stay tuned for more
alternate.
information.
Now define alternate. And what are you doing for the next minute? A montage of you growing up?
I have one more announcement for you. This fall, we'll release Pokemon Gold version and Pokemon Silver version for the Virtual Console service on Nintendo 3DS.
You should have seen that
Pokemon
coming.
Gold version and Pokemon Silver version were originally released in 1999 as the second installment in the Pokemon series. With these Virtual Console releases, we've recaptured all
Alright,
the fun of
Nintendo,
those original Game Boy
You
Color
hooked your
games.
boy up with Sun and
Both will
Moon.
become compatible
boy needs
with the
Ultra Sun and
Pokemon
Ultra
Bank
Moon.
application. We hope you look forward to reliving the
I just
excitement
wish
all
I
over
knew
again.
what the
The
heck.
games will launch on the same day
Alternate
as Pokken
mint.
Tournament Deluxe,
Like,
September 22nd.
Is it going to follow almost the same story? Is this a
Thank you, Mr.
sequel?
Masuda. We'll be hard at work on Pokken Tournament Deluxe for Nintendo Switch.
Is it just like, hey,
Pokemon
here's an
Ultra
excuse
Sun
for
and
another
Pokemon Ultra
game?
Moon for Nintendo 3DS, and Pokemon Gold version and Pokemon Silver version for the Nintendo 3DS Virtual Console service for all
November
of you Pokemon
17th.
fans. That's it for today.
So, is this like Black 2 and White 2? If it's like Black 2 and White 2, then there's my answer. I just need to know specifically what they mean. Because Black 2 and White 2 was a sequel. It took place a few years after Black and White. But all in all, same region, same basic thing. But then they had Solgaleo and Lunala. So with those other well, then again, I never played. Black and White 2, unfortunately, is the only game in the series that I have not beaten. It's the only one. I played and beaten every generation, every remake, except Black and White 2. So, I don't remember how that... I don't know how it ends. I don't know how they deal with the legendaries or anything. So, Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. And then Pokken Tournament Deluxe. Yeah, I'm a little salty that it's not on the Switch. So, the sad part is, what I kept saying in denial was actually half right. So, there is a Sun and Moon game, basically, that is coming out this year. There's okay. So that's a thing. That is a thing. Comments, questions, and concerns. Let me have it. It is discussion time. Trying to make sure the YouTube chat is open as well. Let's see. Where's my crystal on Virtual Console? Yeah, actually, I'm just as curious about that. That's weird. I mean, they included red, blue, and yellow on last year's release. That's kind of weird. Wait, why is it till November? Because why would it be sooner? Why would they release another duo main series Pokemon game less than a year after the previous installment? Like, they've been releasing the games in November for, I think, since X and Y. Hold on. Pokemon X and Y release October 12th, 2013. Pokemon ORAS release date November 21st, 2014. Pokemon Sun and Moon release date November 18th, 2016. So, what is the 17th day-wise? A Friday. There you go. They're releasing it exactly one day before a full year from Sun and Moon. So the only other month I would see them possibly releasing a game nowadays would be October because of X and Y. But see, now I'm curious about that whole Pokemon Stars thing. And also, guys, keep in mind, this is a Pokemon Direct scheduled exactly 1 week before the Nintendo Spotlight of E3. There's probably going to be more information and more stuff at E3, but they didn't want to eat up time, so they took this 8-9 minute segment or whatever and just did it now so they could do more stuff next week. They probably got so much in the works. They've already got Gen 8 in the works. Literally every time they release a Pokemon game, the next generation is already in the works. There are Pokemon that have been cut that just haven't come out yet. That's been happening since Red and Blue. When Red and Blue first came out, I don't remember the exact number, but I want to say... I have bits on right now?
I have some bits.
Thank you. Hey, what's up? What's up, Helen? So hold up. Red and Blue, someone correct me if I'm wrong about the number, but I want to say that there were 190 Pokemon created at the time Red and Blue was released, but then 40 of them were cut or just held off. Not necessarily cut, and then they were pushed forward to Gen 2. So they've been doing that since forever. So you already know Gen 8 is in the works. Then you have sequels and trilogies that you have to wonder about. And the weird thing is, they haven't done a trilogy in a while. They really have. The last trilogy was Platinum. Everyone thought there was going to be Pokemon Gray, but then they gave us Black 2 and White 2. Everyone thought there was going to be Z. That never happened. Then Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire came out. There's no Delta Emerald or anything. Then Sun and Moon, we expected stars. Now we're getting Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. So we haven't had a trilogy finisher since Platinum. We've been getting nothing but sequels and moving on. And everyone talking about the Diamond and Pearl remakes, here's my bit on that. They follow a pattern, 2 patterns. And the 2 patterns coincide. They've always skipped 2 console generations. So they went from Game Boy with Red and Blue to Game Boy Advance with Fire Red and Leaf Green. They went from Game Boy Color with Crystal to Heart Gold and Soul Silver. Like, that's the only slight bend to the rule. But in reality, Heart Gold and Soul Silver is a remake of Crystal with the gold and silver specifics as far as like Pokemon that you can catch in each game and stuff like that. Both of them took the only thing that made Crystal different, which was the Suicune side quest, and that's all Crystal was. Crystal was a focus on Suicune, and the same focus was given in Heart Gold and Soul Silver, so in a sense, it's a remake of Crystal. Or all 3 at once, however you want to look at it. Then Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire went from Game Boy Advance to 3DS. Oh, I'm sorry. I skipped. Wait, no, I didn't. Then Diamond and Pearl remade would be on the next handheld console after 3DS if they were following the pattern. But the Switch is a console mobile hybrid, so they could just as easily make Diamond and Pearl on the Switch. And if they also follow the pattern, Fire Red and Leaf Green came out in 2004. Heart Gold and Soul Silver came out in 2009. Then, like, it's a 5-year pattern the whole way. So, by those patterns, if there were to be a Diamond and Pearl remake, it would be on the Switch or the next handheld console if something succeeds after the 3DS, and it would be in 2019 if they're following the same pattern. Heart Gold Soul Silver was 2009. Heart Gold Soul Silver release date was September 12, 2009. Now you're probably thinking of the American release date. Yeah, I'm specifically talking about initial release date because everyone else got it in the month of March the following year, whereas Japan got it half a year early. So no, you count initial release date because nowadays all the games are being released worldwide. So you have to go by the initial release date, which is the Japan release date. If they're following that pattern. I mean, you can always break patterns, but so far they haven't. See, look. I don't care what it is, because I like Pokemon. So, whatever the main game is that they're coming out with, I'm going to get it, and I'm going to play it. Now, granted, I care more about online than the story, but I mean, I'll play through the story once or twice. Like, I'll get my fill off of it. Now, personally, what I'd love, which I don't see them doing anytime soon, if at all, I would love a Pokemon Stadium Deluxe. They're doing all these deluxes. Now, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, now Pokken Tournament Deluxe. Freaking give us Pokemon Stadium Deluxe. You realize how much you can do with Pokemon Stadium? Yeah, it's 7 generations now. You have online support so you can just patch the game when Gen 8 comes out. All you have to do is throw the same cups, the same like the Little Cup, the Pokeball, Great Ball, Ultra Ball, Master Ball cups, Gym Leader Tower, some kind of boss rush like the Battle Tree. Like there's so much you can easily do with it. So I need to keep XSplit open if these alerts are going to keep coming up. Does that say Nick or Nicky Master? I couldn't read it. It was too small. The only problem with that is that unless they can somehow reuse and upscale the 3DS stuff, you realize how long it's going to take to build the game from the ground up for the Switch. That's where the issue lies. Because when X and Y came out, they had been working on that for however long they were working on that. And in the background, they've just been working on each individual game and just dumping all the same stuff and adding a little polish or something to each one. And that's about it. Now, let's say hypothetically, they are remaking Diamond and Pearl for the Switch. If that's the case, they can remake Pokemon Stadium easily, because all they would have to do is take all the models, all the character models, all the Pokemon models, all the animations, and just copy those over to the new game, and then just add new stuff on top of it. Now, if you're starting from scratch, oh my god, you realize how many years that's going to take. But if you already have the meat and potatoes of your freaking game, who knows how long it would actually take you. It wouldn't take nearly as long. You get it out in less than half the time. Is the 3DS compatible with the Switch? In some ways, I mean, I don't see how it's not. They just haven't actually done anything with it yet. Alright, any last comments, questions, and concerns before we end off the stream? Just imagine Ultra Sun or Ultra Moon for the Switch. I mean, because it's on the 3DS, we're getting it faster, so that's that. I don't see them doing a Fire Red and Leaf Green remake. What is your best remake game for main Pokemon? Heart Gold, Soul Silver, I think. I mean, I love ORAS, don't get me wrong, but as far as the jump that was made and the specifics that were done, like Heart Gold and Soul Silver was just, the change was a lot different, whereas now we already had X and Y, so all they did was convert X and Y into Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, and they added a few more megas. That was about all they really did. I know you can say the same thing about Heart Gold and Soul Silver in a sense, but I just think the initial release of it was just that much better. I don't know. My reasoning might not even make sense, but that's what I'm going with. Because part of me would still prefer to play Emerald over Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, whereas I would play Heart Gold and Soul Silver before I replay Gold Silver Crystal. The only reason I would play Gold Silver Crystal would be to play old school style, where there was no attack and physical split. If you used a water move, it was a special move. If you used a poison move, it was a physical move, period. And stuff like that. Wait, Pokemon X and Y was Gen 1 remake? Not really. Going to destroy my Switch and 3DS today? Alright, well, rip that money. See, my biggest problem with the Directs is not the Directs themselves, it's the over expectations of the fan base. They get overly hyped and expect the biggest thing that they want, and when they don't get it, it was a terrible Direct. Like, I don't care so much for Pokken, but there's a deluxe version with more stuff in it, so that's a good thing. I mean, I'm glad that they're making it. I may not play it so much. I mean, if I get it day one and other people are actually playing with me and they don't give up on the game, I'll play it. But I don't know. Lamessi, why are we talking about Animal Crossing? That is so irrelevant. This might be... Wait. This might be a question where you say, duh, but red, blue, Joy-Con Switch is better one to buy than gray. I mean, it comes down to preference. I mean, I got the gray one because that's just what Nintendo sent me. Thank you, Nintendo. Love y'all. Mwah. But I don't know. If I had gotten the red-blue Joy-Con one, it would bother me that I didn't have the other hand's alternate color. Like, if I got the left red, I would also want the right red. If I got the right blue, I'd also want the left blue. Like, I would want both. Whereas here, I've got both grays and it don't bother me. And let's see. Oh, and people are... Okay, this is irrelevant. How is this irrelevant? There's another Sun and Moon game. There's a port and additional content of a Wii U game that is just both coming right out. Like, how is that irrelevant? All the stuff that people want is either A, not happening, or B, is so early in development that they can't say anything about it. That's video game development 101. And for anyone saying E3 should be big, we already know Super Mario Odyssey, Splatoon 2, now there's going to be both an ARMS and Pokken Tournament Deluxe tournament. So we've already got 4 big things that are going on. How much more can they do? Like, let's be real. How much more can they do? It's a matter of what is coming out this year. If it's not coming out this year, why would they focus on it? They might do a little teaser, be like, Donkey Kong swinging from vines, jumping over platforms, and then all of a sudden just goes, and then that was too much like a freaking Tim Allen than a Donkey Kong. But anyway, you just turn around, do that, and like, now in development, coming 2018. Like, that might be all they do. For everyone demanding that Smash be announced this year, oh my god. It will shock me if Smash is at E3 this year. I will be blown back if Smash is announced this year. Not even E3, this year. If they have a Winter Direct and they announce Smash in a Winter Direct this year, November, December, I will be blown away. I don't see Smash happening this year. I see Smash being an invite. That's another thing. We've got ARMS and Pokken tournament going on now for actual tournaments. You realize for Smash Wii U, they had the Invitational. And then it came down to Zero and Hungrybox at the end. And then Reggie comes out and tells Hungrybox that he's going to come back next year and kick your ass. Like, they had all this going on for Smash Wii U. They had an event for it. I'm pretty sure they're going to say that Smash is going to be at E3. Smash is not going to be a surprise. They're going to tell us it's coming. So when they do their January or March Direct next year, that's when they might do Smash. That's when they might announce that something's going on during E3, and that's when they'll say that it's coming out later in the year. Like a similar launch window to Smash Wii U. I don't see it happening any other way. And it doesn't matter if it's a port or an all-new game. I don't see them doing it any other way. Y'all can chew me out on Twitter if I say this wrong, but I say that it's going to be a Q1, maybe Q2 announcement next year, an E3 event, and a fall to winter launch. That's what I think it's going to be for Smash. This year, I think everything that we already know is what they're going to do, and they might tease that some things are in development. I don't think that there's anything new that's going to be announced that's big. Like, I would say small to medium, like Animal Crossing or Pokemon Mystery Dungeon or some kind of sports mix. Like this freaking Mario Sports Superstars on Switch. Like, stuff like that might be announced to come out this year. Pikmin 4 is not being announced for this year. But, yeah, okay. I think I've said all I really need to say. I don't think anyone else is adding to the conversation anymore. I think everybody's just being repetitive in the comments, so we're going to end it off now. Thanks for watching. If you enjoy what I had to say, don't forget to hit the like button. And if you didn't like what I said, don't argue with me. Discuss with me. Say something in the comments and we can have a discussion. I love having discussions with people. I like debating opinions, like a friendly debate. But when people argue like, oh no, you're wrong, or you're stupid, I hate you, I want this, and if it's not this, it's garbage. That's the stuff I hate. I will ignore you and block you so fast. But if you just go, oh, I wish, blah, 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 and then you say a reason, I can either agree or disagree with you. And if I disagree with you, I can give you my reasoning why I do. Or if I agree, I'll be like, good point. Now I see why they might do this or something or another. We can have a discussion about it. But for anyone that's like, oh, this direct was irrelevant, we didn't get anything good. Bro, we got two good things. It's just a matter of whether or not you care about it. I'm glad that both of these things exist. I'm happy for both of them. But obviously, I favor one, and it's not what I expected. But I'm still happy it's there. Like, even if I don't play a game, even if I'm not excited for a certain game, I'm happy that the game exists for the people that want to play it. You know? That's all I'm really going to say on it. I think I'm actually done now. So, I'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching, and, yep. Bye-bye.